So this is how you know when your DPS are actually good, I would say, or okay. So I would say that the more final hits, the better the DPS is. A DPS should always have the most finals, and if they don't, they should only beaten by one final. If they're beaten by one or more finals, then they're a bad DPS. Like, and what I'm saying is, like, with the tank has like two more finals than the DPS. In this situation, this is good. The DPS have the most finals. We have a lot of DPS, but I would say it's best to do more final hits and less damage. I would say the less damage you do, but the more final hits you have is better. Like how you see I'm with Spidey, I only have 13k damage and 16 finals. I would say that's pretty good because I see it as every 1,000 damage I get either a final hit, and I kind of beat that by 3,000, but at the same time it's a rough estimate, so you can't go exactly off that. But yeah, I would say this is pretty good because compared to Bucky, he is doing pretty fine. 30,000 damage, 15 finals, but I mean, he fed a lot. But why I'm saying like it's better than more finals and then like a lot of and then not a lot of damage is that the more damage you're doing, the more you're charging enemy ult charge like Rocket Raccoon or Gambit, and they're gonna get so much ult charge that they're just gonna have their ult like every fight. And that's why it's not good to do too much damage. It's better to have more finals, and I would say each final should cost 800 to 1,000 damage to get one, but that's a rough estimate, so don't go exactly off that. Which is why I say I would probably do better, but at the same time I have 6 more deaths, so that would be like, yeah, I'm pretty much as bad, if not worse than Bucky, because like I'm saving us. Like if I were like him, and if I had like the same amount of damage as him, but I had like 16 finals, I would have like 32,000. I would have like 32,000 damage. I'll have 32,000 damage, and that would mean they have more support ult charge, and that like it takes long for me to get an elimination, and I have 6 more deaths. So like, but since I'm not doing so much damage, I'm doing better than Bucky in terms of damage. But if I'm like as a DPS player, but since I have 6 more deaths, that makes it like equally the same as Bucky, since he doesn't have as many deaths as me. And then you see on the enemy team, this guy named Luna Snow, he did pretty good. He was killing his team super hard. I feel bad for the guy. I feel real bad for the guy. I'm not even joking. I feel bad. Like, look at his second DPS. He has 8 finals and 37,000. That is a clear sign he is a terrible DPS. He is so bad. He not only has more damage, but he has less final hits. That's very, very bad. Sure, Bucky has 5 more deaths, but that does not excuse him. That does not excuse that Moon Knight should be SVP. Luna Snow, this guy, the Bucky, should always have should always be in SVP every single time. In fact, he should probably been MVP with these stat lines, with how much he carried his team. He did less damage and a lot. That's like triple, if not quadruple, his finals. So yeah, that's kind of how you say how much how good the DPS are doing, because a lot of people, they say, like, they flex off their DPS stat, like, oh yeah, I got 30k, let's go. No, that is not something you can congratulate. It's like with tanks. Some tanks say that damage blocked is actually a very bad stat. It's not good to have so much. It's the same with DPS. It's not good to have so much DPS. It's better to have more finals. Final hits is what you need. If a support has as many final hits as the DPS is clearly doing something wrong. That is for sure. So yeah, that's what I want to say. Stop flexing your DPS, your damage stat. That is actually like, if you're saying you have 30k damage in the first round, you're actually actively hurting the team, probably more than you're actually helping your team win. Especially if you have low final hits, like this Moon Knight. This is a clear example. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, pretty simple, very straightforward video. Because like, I don't know why these DPS flex off the DPS stats. Like, why? That's like, why you're literally telling your team how bad you are, especially if you like tell your final hits. Like, if you like that Moon Knight for example, he's exactly the reason why I'm talking about this. Like why? Like, you could say the Bucky was stealing kills, but no, 25 finals is not something you like get randomly every time you steal a kill. Mostly because he was like has 25 finals. It's because he was yeah, he was BP. We got him pretty bad, so we had to swap to Bucky. We almost lost the game, but I mean, we clutched it up in the end. So yeah.